Alright, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to remove the front bumper wrap right now. Let's hope for the best. It may or may not remove some paint. I'm hoping that they did a good job on the paint job and that it doesn't remove any paint. We'll see. It's been a couple of years. It's been about two and a half years. So we're going to start by finding an edge, as we always do. And we're going to have to apply a generous amount of heat. So let me just get the hood up. And now what I want to do is I'm going to come from the top to the bottom. Usually they'll spray better at the top than they will at the bottom. And we're just going to start by getting an edge somewhere. So I'm not that concerned about it removing paint. I mean, if it does, it does. It's really going to suck, but at the same time, it's not an original paint job anyway, so it can be repainted without too much concern. Kind of get it off the top edge. So as soon as I get it off this top edge, I'll be able to, see, like I can see, so I'm just going to show you guys something. I can see the paint flaking from the bumper, okay? All this right here is paint flaking, all right? So the paint has separated due to heat or whatever reason. The engine's pretty hot, but it's separated. So you can see the paint's all flaked here. So, bummer, right? But it's not our fault. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. If it has to be resprayed, then it has to be resprayed. So let's hope that it doesn't, because I got deadlines to make for the most part. So I got a little crazy amount of wraps coming up this week. Like, sorry, I'm just gonna fix my microphone. I feel like it was kind of in the way. All right, yeah, I got a crazy amount of wraps coming up this week, or this month, and just really hoping that it doesn't set me back. Extremely careful. It's more around the edges where you want to be careful. I mean, if it starts peeling paint, it starts peeling paint. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, even these kidney beans were sprayed, I didn't wrap them, and they're all stone chipped and stuff. So we're gonna hope for the best, all right? We want to be particularly careful around the headlight area, because again, they will not spray the edges really nicely when it comes to spraying a bumper. So I'm just gonna take my time. The rest of the car's fine. This is probably the scariest part of the whole thing. And like I said, I'm not even really that scared. If it removes, I'll tell the customer, I'll let him know. I'm not gonna cover the paint job. It's been repainted, so in my opinion, that should be covered by the paint guys, so the paint shop. So it's taken a little bit away from the wheel well. I'll show you afterwards. Be super careful. It has parking assist sensors and stuff like that, so super careful around the little camera part. So I'm going to show you afterwards that it's removing a little bit in the wheel well. It's not detrimental at all. It's fine. But we want to be careful of how we remove the film in the wheel well area. If that's what's happening, then we don't want to pull the vinyl too aggressively in that area. All right. I'm gonna heat it up pretty good. I wrapped it around pretty far actually. I'm kind of kicking myself right now. I went all the way around, like into the bumper. Just makes it difficult to remove. So we didn't lose much paint at all. We lost a couple of small spots. Nothing serious. So that sound, that ripping sound, you don't want to have that sound when you're removing the film. That's a bad sound. So like I said, it has to remove softly, gently. It should be a very smooth pull. It should not make like a crunching or a tearing sound when you're pulling the film. So again, I'm going to be a little more careful around the tow hook area. Anywhere there's an edge, for the most part, can potentially cause an issue. Let's get this going. Oh. See? So, nothing I can do about that. It's a bummer. I'm going to try go back the other way. I'm gonna ask him what he wants to do. If he wants me to smooth it out, I can sand it down, smooth it out myself, or he can take it to get painted. So, what a bummer. I'll have to clean it up either way. This is why I wanted to show you guys this video, so you can see it right there, that the paint has come off. And it's not that the vinyl is holding excessively hard or anything like that, it's just the weak spot of the paint. It shouldn't have actually come off pulling this way. Normally it would have come off pulling the opposite direction. Alright. I'm not pulling that hard. I'm just, letting the heat kind of soak. See, that's that ripping sound. You don't want to hear that sound. That's a bad sound. It's when you're not adding enough heat. Nope. There we go. Little paint removed from under the underside here. I'm just going to section this off right now and rip through that, and then do the other half of the other corner of the bumper afterwards. What a bummer. So let me lay down so I can see what I'm doing. At least this one here is underneath. So we might be able to get away with just sanding that down and and then wrapping over it. I'll leave it up to him, like I said. The rest of the car, you can see that there's primer under this, right? So we know right away that's been repainted. So you can see I'm trying to pull down and towards the vehicle. Ooh, it's hot. And that could have potentially been worse if I wasn't being careful. At least we have options right now where we can see. This is seam tape right here, and somebody put it on. I don't know why or who, but I didn't do it because I don't use seam tape. After this, I'll just do a fender, and then as far as removal goes, I'm not going to do many more videos. I'm just going to get it done so I can get on to wrapping the car. Oh, all right, that's better. So a little paint removed from the bottom, nothing serious again. Going super slow. If I can get away with removing the rest of this without removing more paint, then I can probably end up sanding that, since I mean it's going to have to be sanded and repainted anyways. Sand it down smooth, and then we just rewrap over it. And then once he decides to ever sell the car, if he ever does, then we just get it painted then. There's no point in painting it again and then wrapping it again, in my opinion, because it could happen again. Whew, it's hot. So far so good, guys. We're doing all right. That's not terrible. I'm just trying to get the rest off without making it terrible. A little more paint removing on the very bottom of the lip here. Told you on the edges. It's okay. Nothing I can do about that. Look at that. Damn. See, it's better that I pull down and under than up because if I pull up, what can happen is I can start pulling the paint up all in here, and I don't want that. It's been like sanded down here and stuff too, so whatever. It's not in great condition. Not like the rest of the car. The rest of the car is in great condition, so. See, again, that's why we pulled down. Someone got into a little accident down here. There's a little dent with the wrap on it. That wrap's still holding on tight, of course. I'll give the owner a shout afterwards once I get the wrap off. I'm probably just gonna give him a shout right after I finish the front bumper, so we can make arrangements if we need to. And this is why paint isn't really a thing anymore. When you have paint that flakes off so easily, I mean, this is what body shops are putting out. It's just not worth it. And that, my opinion might be biased again, but again, I see no reason to paint any part of your car if it's not just to repair some damage and match up to the original paint. But if you're looking at changing a color, don't even waste your time painting your car. It's gonna cost you like $6,000 plus for a good paint job. Anyone can go to Mako, anyone can go to Mako and get a paint job for $1,000. Go for it. And I hope you enjoy your paint job for the next 3 months. I don't think there's one person out there that can testify saying that Mako paint jobs have lasted them for like 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So yes, you can get a paint job for $1,000, but a good paint job will run you 6, 7, 8,000 or more. Almost done. And then we're going to go over it. So someone put seam tape in here. So I just have the tow hook spots to remove, and then a little bit in here where I did my inlay. I need like a little tool. There we go. So it's not the tow hook spot, it's a washer jet spot. Cool. Using heat on the edges when you're trying to grab it makes a big difference. So it makes it so that you can actually kind of like pry the edge up. Sorry for the noise, car wash day. Perfect. Take these off while I'm here. Not worried about it being on the headlight. Oh, look at the adhesive. Interesting. Tons, actually. Or more than I expected. So when we wrap over like clear plastics, the film can want to bond differently to that. Nope, lost my heat gun. So I'll have to use a Goo Gone product to get that off. Alright, so let's check it out, guys. So we knew before we even removed it that the paint was flaking, because we can see it right up top there. And that's not even due to us, that was just before wrap removal. We lost some here in a very small spot. We lost some on the bottom edge here, but underneath is even worse. So if we can see that, so you can see all that. That's all paint gone, at least on the underside. Alright, and then a little bit up there as well. Other than that, everything else came off good. From here, the bumper doesn't look too bad. And I think we lost a little bit, like in here. Yeah, a couple of small spots here and here. Nothing that's going to mess up the wrap. I'll be able to rewrap it, even if it is like that. I'll just have to be careful, obviously, with repositioning. Maybe I won't even do the fender removal. This is kind of like the hood, and the bumper is like probably the most. This is the most complex part of the car. So, other than that, everything else is pretty straightforward. Everything's flat, everything's vertical, and pretty easy to remove. We can see the adhesive on the headlight here, but again, I don't even need any glue gun. I'm just gonna rub it off with my finger. It comes off super easy, and nothing to worry about as far as damage goes. Again, front bumper was repainted, so keep that in mind. If you repaint something, it's not going to. It has a higher chance of the paint being removed when we go to remove the film. The rest of the car will be flawless, I pretty much guarantee it. BMW does paint their cars really well. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video on removal. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. We're going to start wrapping this car in Gloss Riviera Blue shortly. Thanks for watching. Take care.